lovely troll who left me this comment on one of my videos that it, you know, cut me to the quick and, you know, made me cry myself to sleep. You know what also gets to me is people have this messed up mentality around the idea of YouTube money. While I was in the hospital, I made more money in that week than I had previously made in a month. Yes, you read that title correctly. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how YouTube paid me for my silence, and I'm going to show you exactly how much I made by bringing up my account in AdSense and letting you have a look. If you look at my YouTube channel, you will see that there is a approximately 6-month gap. I posted one about 2 months ago. That was kind of like me coming back to YouTube. Obviously, I've had other priorities since then. And I think a lot of you might be wondering, you know, if you stop making these videos, do you just stop making money? And the answer is no. And I've got the proof. Let's go in here and have a look. So these are all the different months you can see. Okay, and then we add the totals up. So yes, I didn't show up for work at YouTube and I still got paid $4 grand for it. In fact, what that actually means is that my collection of videos earned a total of $8,000 in ad dollars because YouTube keeps 50% and gives you 50%. So even while I was gone, my videos were providing value and reaching millions of people all around the world. Now, there are a few reasons why I was able to make this work, and I'm going to explain those to you right now. But before I get into that, I just really want to stress that the main source of income that I have from my YouTube channel does not come from AdSense. It comes from the digital sales of my best-selling ebook. It also comes from sponsorships, affiliate commissions, and clients that I get for one-on-one coaching, as well as, you know, opportunities I've had just from, you know, in the real world to do workshops, speaking engagements, all because I have this YouTube channel. So anyone who's just focused on the AdSense revenue is really missing out. However, AdSense revenue has been extremely kind to me. I've used AdSense to pay my bills. You know, I have my YouTube AdSense goes into a separate account, and that's the account that I use to pay my monthly expenses, and I have for a while now. Obviously, the past 6 months has been a slightly different story. I think there are two main reasons why my videos were still making money, even though I wasn't uploading anything at all. The first reason is the fact that not everyone makes the same amount of money on YouTube. Everyone makes a different amount of money on YouTube. And I have put a ton of time, effort, experience, and experimenting into finding out how to be one of the people who makes more money. Two different people can upload the same kind of video with the same amount of traffic, and they'll be getting paid different rates. That's because YouTube assigns your channel a value based on how desirable your videos and you as a brand are to advertisers. I've got videos about topics that YouTube and brands pay highly for. Videos talking about money. On these videos, you will see ads run against them about insurance policies, stock options, cars, credit cards. The kind of ads that they run on videos about money are highly valuable to advertisers, and they have the potential to make them lots of money. I think the second reason why is because I make what I call evergreen videos, and I talk about this in my best-selling ebook, and I've talked about it on my channel extensively. If you look at all the videos I have all about how to make money on YouTube, showing you the paychecks of how much money I make, I've got them all linked below, and they'll be at the end of this video. But when you make evergreen content, this is content that people are very curious about, and they're curious about it now. They're curious about it 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago, and they'll be curious about it again going into the future. So these are videos that will constantly be generating interest. People will constantly be searching and clicking on them, and they kind of keep the momentum of things going even if you're not around for a while. I had one particular video that I really believed in. It was a video about a psychological test, you know, the Zondi personality test, where you look at faces and you determine which one's the scariest, and it tells you something about yourself. You know, it's a little bit hokey, but it was kind of interesting. And I think anything that encourages people to kind of think about themselves on a deeper level and become a little bit more self-aware in any kind of way, even if it is to say that, you know, this test is wrong because this is how I really am, or to question, like, could this be right? You know, I think it's valuable. So I did this for fun, and I'd gotten a lot of attention on this post on Facebook, so I kind of knew that this was something that had that little hook that would generate people's interest. So I uploaded this video. It maxed out at about 4,000 views in about a month. I went in and I tweaked a couple of things, and it started taking off, and that video is, I think it's at 1.3 million now. So that generated a lot of the traffic and views for me during that time as well. I think that viral videos played a huge part of my success on YouTube so far. I talk about that again in my best-selling ebook and in all of the workshops that I teach. I teach people how to use their knowledge, their charisma, and their humor to create videos that are viral that can really start the ball rolling for your channel. Now, there's a lovely troll who left me this comment in one of my videos. I'm sure they thought that it, you know, cut me to the quick and, you know, made me cry myself to sleep. As you guys know, I've been making content on the internet for 18 years now. I started learning HTML in 1999, making websites, doing blogs, scanning pictures, uploading things. I just have that creative bug, and I love sharing knowledge with people. So I've been dealing with trolls for over 18 years. I really don't care. There's like nothing a troll could possibly say to me now that's actually going to bother me. In fact, some of the trolls give really valuable feedback and make me question my entire existence, and that's valuable to me. Anyway, I thought I would use this troll comment to address what's a pretty obvious concern, and something that I see a lot of people losing their minds about since the adpocalypse and all other manners of censorship and everything that's going on YouTube. So first of all, I just want to say that yes, I am making less money now than I made back then, 100%. However, I'm not putting the effort in. Had I kept the effort going and I had consistently uploaded, or even just uploaded more than once every 6 months, I'm sure that I would be just as successful, even more successful than I was. And I have no doubt that I can restore my channel to what it was before, and even greater if I put the work in. I think the funny part about this message is that people, when they write things like this, to them it's like in their mind, they think that if I'm not making money on YouTube, that I'm destroyed. I feel like a lot of YouTubers kind of play into this because they make videos crying about losing money. To me, YouTube is not my lifeline. I have been working since I was 14. I've been starting, you know, entrepreneurial ventures since I was like 9 years old, but I had like a normal job by the time I was 14. You know, I've been living on my own since I was 16. I don't just sit around and hope that the YouTube gods will bless me and, you know, go whine and cry in a corner when things don't go my way. I am always going to be working, going to be busy, going to be creating, and using the skills that I've learned through developing my YouTube channel. I mean, those skills are applicable to many areas of life. You know, I've learned to put on, you know, fabulous workshops, to do speaking engagements. I've learned how to create content. I've learned how to create content that sells, content that creates fans, content that people want to buy, people want to hire me for. You know, I am not going to be out on the street because of YouTube. You know what also gets to me is people have this messed up mentality around the idea of YouTube money. They don't have a concept of hard work. They don't take into account the amount of time. You know, I get messages from people saying, "Hi Adele, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. How long until I can make this amount of money?" That's not a mindset to go into anything with. I tell them, if that's the mindset you have, don't even bother. You know, I have it clearly posted on my website where you can buy my ebook that tells you all the secrets of how I did what I did. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You don't say, "Oh my God, the rent is due. I know, I'll start a YouTube channel." That's not how it works. You know, people see things like this
Hello, welcome to my home. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of my new place. There's a pool, hot tub, there's a sport court over on that side, and I have a bunch of plants. I have hydrangeas, I have an avocado tree. I really need to get another avocado tree.
And they forget about this.
Hello, today I wanted to make a quick video because I wanted to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers. It feels like just yesterday I was making a video for 8,000. It's been going so fast.
And not only that, they also make it sound like the idea of working a normal job is this like horrible thing all of a sudden, like haha, suddenly you're gonna have to go flip burgers because YouTube didn't give you money, ha ha ha. I have no problem with working. You know, I think that work is a very integral part of helping you get through the human experience. I realize that now. Initially, when I got started on YouTube, it was my dream to, you know, I've been working so damn hard my entire life on terrible nutrition. You know, looking back, I was someone who ran off of carbs and whatever I could grab and candy and, you know, kept myself hopped up on caffeine. I was malnourished. To me, the idea of not having to work and still make money was like a dream come true. And so, you know, when my business took off, you know, I went through a horrible breakup. I moved to the mountains and I lived there for a year, and it was an absolute dream. You know, I figured, wow, I achieved my dream life. This is great. And it was great for the entire time. But then near the end, I started to realize that my plan for my little utopia all by myself in the mountains, it wasn't actually the right thing for me. It was me running away. And I think when we take actions that are to run away or to avoid something, we teach ourselves how to be less brave, right? We don't become more resilient. We teach ourselves that, oh, if something makes you uncomfortable, run away from it, break up with it, throw it out, delete its number, whatever it is. And that's not how I live my life. If I had followed those kind of paths in life and made those kind of decisions, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So I moved to the city. I'm rediscovering what it means to be human, and I'm looking for the future for me. What would I like to be doing? I'm realizing that working behind a computer and talking to a camera all day and just sitting there typing, that's not an ideal work environment for me. And I like to be more active. You know, I like one-on-one engagement. So I'm working that out, but I still love making videos, making content and sharing. So I've been around for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. You know, there's a certain magic that comes from being a person who offers a great deal of value to a lot of people at once. It must be an energetic thing. It could be a spiritual thing. It's been a material thing for me as well, as the money has accumulated in my account while I sleep, while I'm out in the mountains walking, you know, while I'm out haunting the woods in the rain, there's money coming into my account. One of my favorite quotes is from Henry David Thoreau, who wrote Walden Pond, which is a book that inspires, you know, weirdos like me that like to hang out in nature. I definitely recommend that book. So one of my favorite quotes from him that definitely applied to my life is, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. And that's exactly what happened to me. I spoke in my previous video about how I had a freak heart attack based on some genetic factors. While I was in the hospital and while I was recovering and like getting my life back together before I moved back to the mountains, in that period of time, I made more money in that week than I had previously made in a month. I talked in a previous video that I'll also link below about making 20 grand a month on YouTube. Now that was an amount that was achieved by another YouTuber who I used to follow. She was making 10 grand a month in AdSense revenue and 10 grand a month on her ebook sales. And I remember looking at that and thinking, wow, if I could do half of that, 10 grand a month, I would be very, very proud and satisfied with myself. And here I was, in the hospital, you know, years like later, realizing that I had made more than 10 grand in a week based off of my YouTube channel and the sales that it's generating for me, while I'm in a state where I'm definitely going to be needing extra funds and extra support, and it all just poured in. You guys were there for me when I needed you. And the great thing about that is, like, I'm not on Patreon, I'm not on GoFundMe, I'm offering highly valuable, affordable content to other people that can affect and change their lives. That is so meaningful to me. And also, do not talk down people who have normal jobs. Anytime I go out, you know, I go to the grocery store, I go to the gas station, I know I was at the bottle depot, and I see people doing jobs. I see older people, I see grandparents, I see parents, I see young people doing jobs that, you know, maybe they don't really like it very much, and these are kind of unpleasant jobs, working with the public or, you know, sorting bottles. I see someone who wants to live. Someone who has people they care about that they want to provide for. I don't look at that and think, oh, how pathetic, working as a cashier. Where do you get that kind of mentality from? I have another quote here for you from Claudel's. Beautiful quote. And it took me a while to really realize this. I realized this in the past couple of years. But the quote says, "No one ever promised you happiness. Work. That's all anyone asks of you. Inquire of the ancient earth, and she will always reply to you with bread and wine." Work. That's how you bring meaning to your life. Not by being hedonistic, making fun of other people, and writing troll comments on the internet. Look at the world. Everything is changing. We are in a time of upheaval. Human beings, the earth, there are great changes going on right now. These are the changes that we must endure, that we can grow through in order to become a much better society, to become healthier. These are the growth pangs. Keep working hard, keep learning, keep growing. Develop skills in yourself that make you irreplaceable. If robots take over your job, create the kind of work for yourself where you cannot be replaced. Can you imagine if a robot tried to replace me on this channel?
Hey everybody, buy my ebook, hee hee hee.
Or even another person?
Hey guys, it's me, Adelle Ramcharan. I don't even want to see my YouTube check.
No, right? I've stored up my treasures where thieves, moths, and rust and rot cannot get, and that is in who I am, my personality, my value in life, my knowledge, my ability and willingness to help other people and to share my gifts and value with the world. And whatever yours may be, maybe it's not speaking or storytelling. Find what that is in you and give it unselfishly. Don't sit there looking for how long you can do it in order to get it back. You know, I'm here telling you stories and entertaining you on YouTube and providing advice on YouTube now, but in all of my work capacities and my jobs in the past, I was a counsel for my bosses. You know, I was giving them business advice, personal advice. That was part of who I am. And I've taken that with me and transitioned it into the new economy and what is able to be valuable to millions of people all around the world. So I just want to thank you all so much for being a part of that. Keep inquiring of the ancient earth, and may she always bless you with bread and wine. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
I couldn't keep on doing retail. It was not worth living for. I wanted to kill myself on multiple occasions.